And so far, no regrets whatsoever. I think it's an amazing experience that everybody should consider.
Just to get started, why don't you introduce yourself briefly, where you're from, where you studied, what you're doing now, just a little bit about where you were.
Yeah. So, my name is Alvaro. I'm from Seville, although I was born in the US. So my family is Spanish, but I have the US citizenship, which kind of also influenced why I ended up coming to the US in general. So, but I've lived in Spain most of my life. I didn't know anything about colleges in the US. And so I contacted Access USA, right? And they helped me a lot. I ended up coming to the University of Notre Dame. I'm studying aerospace engineering. I'm a junior now, basically finishing this year. So I have one more year and I'll be done with this.
Amazing. It's amazing. Time flies, huh?
Time does
Yeah,
fly,
I do
yeah.
remember that. So you had the U.S. link. Your parents, I think, studied in the United States, did their doctorate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yet you didn't know a whole lot in the beginning about the options. Is that correct? Is that my memory correct?
That's
So
correct, yeah.
what do you think was the clincher for you when you finally felt like you were ready to commit to study in the United
Mm.
States?
Yeah, so I guess yeah, that citizenship aspect kind of like helped me wanting to explore something outside Spain, because I felt living in Spain for my whole life, and having that paper that like lets me access a completely different country. I felt like I had to, in a way, make use of that. So I started looking at like potential options of like one day maybe going somewhere. And yeah, one day I thought, hey, what if I went for a college degree, and stay here for 4 years and see how I like it. And yeah, I mean, talking with my parents, so they've been really supportive the whole way through. And we're like, yeah, let's try. And so far, no regrets whatsoever. I think it's an amazing experience that everybody should consider. Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. That's very gratifying for me to know that you've really enjoyed your experience. And just to go back again, so you were really into math, into physics, into STEM in general, I think, right? As I recall.
Mhm.
And what was sort of the motivation for aerospace engineering specifically? Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
So yeah, I've always liked maths and sciences. Like, I've always been keen to like, studying physics in general, and I also felt like engineering, sorry, engineering would provide me like more hands-on experience than just rather like a theoretical science degree.
Mhm.
So I've always liked space. I've been following all NASA rockets and any other companies. So I was, yeah, interested in all the space industry, and with my interest in sciences, I was like, maybe the aerospace engineering would be a good fit for me. And yeah, so far I'm sticking to it. I like it. I also feel like maybe from my experience talking with like some of my friends that stayed in Spain, I feel like here it's more oriented to that, to this hands-on experience of actually learning real applications and how to like just basically be ready to when I graduate, I'm actually able to help the company I'll be working for, and not just like have all the theory in my head, but don't really know
Right.
how to apply it.
So you're looking for a more practical approach and problem
Yes.
solving, engineering problem solving, right? And I seem to recall you did some summer course in aerospace just to get more familiarized with the subject matter, right? Is that right? If I remember correctly? A
Yes.
pre-college
So
program or a summer program? Yeah.
yeah. So my I before applying to any colleges, right? We thought about different universities that could fit me, and one of them was Syracuse, and they offered a in aerospace like, summer program for
Right.
high school students.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I went there for 2 weeks and I had a lot of fun. Yeah, basically, I guess helped me discern that actually aerospace was
Right.
my
Right.
fit, and yeah, that also
Yeah.
like helped me visit our universities nearby as well. So I got to
Mhm.
see them, which in person it's a totally different thing than just looking at a name on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That must have been a great trip. I remember he did sort of a tour of
Hmm.
upper Midwest and Pennsylvania, that sort of area. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
It
and
was
Notre
great.
Dame was one of those
And Notre Dame was
that I
one of the schools,
visited.
right? Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. Good. So thinking back to when we first got started working together, um, what felt sort of most challenging to you or unfamiliar? What were some of the things you were early concerns about the process? Do you
Yeah.
remember recollections?
Um, well, what I definitely remember is that I have no idea about colleges in the US. I was completely like had no knowledge at all on what colleges like there were good for me or like in engineering or anything. So deciding to go to the US was like, okay, now what, right? I was completely lost there and I had nobody nearby me with that experience either, so that I could talk to. So definitely that was like the first difficulty of like saying where should I apply and then potentially where could I go, right?
So as we started working together and having our twice monthly working sessions, what began to click? Do you remember what it is how did the process change for you or how did your perspectives change?
Yeah, so I knew very little about different like colleges. I remember taking those personality tests and you helped me a lot with different like fits and like what one university would provide for me and what another would.
Hmm.
And definitely working through that at the first stages of the process was really helpful to at least know in which direction I'm going.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I remember talking about talked about a lot of different universities before we narrowed down the list, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And so tell us now a little bit about your experience at Notre Dame. I mean, it's hard for me to believe that 3 years have passed already or 4 years have passed already. Um, but so what has it been like for you as an engineering student? What kind of projects have you worked on? What kind of
Yeah.
do you feel like you've gained there? Is it different than
So
expected, or is it more or less what you expected when you first arrived?
I came here 3 years ago having no idea what I was expecting. Because like moving abroad, right? Living in a different country, different language. Um and I was starting at like an undergraduate degree in university. That's like something I've never experienced even not in Spain either. So everything was a change. I guess in the academics, engineering, I'm liking it. It's hard as I guess everywhere, right? Aerospace engineering was not going to be easy anywhere that I
Mm.
went. But we're sticking with it. I like it, and yeah. So it's just I believe it's like from what I've been talking about with like other students that stay in Spain that have a more practical approach to engineering, and it's not
Mm.
all theory. I have my labs where I could play with the wind tunnels and just like
Right.
actually see in real life what I'm studying. And I feel like that prepares me better for the industry in the future.
Right. Right. So undoubtedly, aerospace engineering has to be one of the most rigorous and challenging majors out there anywhere, including in the United States. And so first year must have been, you know, take some getting used to academically. But did you feel like you were prepared academically? You came from a good place, a good foundation?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe like high school regular Spanish curriculum
Mm.
definitely gave me all the foundations for all the science classes, and like I felt like I was ready to start. It's definitely our experience here, and it's not only me, everybody here also feels the same way that like it's it starts somewhere where you think, oh, this is relatively easy, right? I've learned this in high school, but then like 2 weeks in, as soon as you realize what's going on, it went uphill so fast. And so it definitely got uh something to get used to that, right? It's definitely not high school.
Right.
Um but yeah, I mean, we're just getting through it and
Right.
great experiences
It got
overall. Yeah.
progressively more challenging as you begin to specialize and take more advanced
Definitely,
engineering
yeah.
courses, right? Yeah. Thinking about I'm getting closer to my career and I need to be prepared.
Yeah.
Right. And on the, let's say, non-academic side, tell us a little bit about your adaptation. Was it difficult? Did you feel,
Yeah, I mean, like the social aspect. So like everybody was very welcoming here. There's a lot of international students as well. So my fair share of Spanish as well.
yeah?
With a lot of Hispanics, yeah. And so it's definitely not, I'm not like I'm speaking English most of the time, right? But some of my friends are also like even or from Spain or from some like Latin America, right?
Mhm.
But then everybody, like obviously most of the students here are American students, and they were all really welcoming to internationals.
Mhm.
And yeah, like at the end of the day, we're all like starting a new like
Mhm.
step in our lives. So I think everybody was really friendly overall. I think Notre Dame also has a culture of
Yeah.
that, of promoting the friendliness and just having this, yeah, good vibes with everybody.
Yeah.
I yeah, I joined the marching band here and other bands as well. I was I played in high school, I played back home, I played for a while the clarinet, and I ended up joining here the bands. And yeah, one of them is marching band,
Yeah.
which plays for
That's
the football games. Yeah.
famous marching band, one of the most famous marching bands in all of the United States. That's great. I remember you used to be in the marching band for the Feria de Sevilla, right? Or some band
Yeah.
for the Feria de Sevilla,
Yeah,
right?
for Holy Week, especially it's
Oh, Semana Santa. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great that you got to do that. That's a huge part of the experience, then I'm sure, right?
Yeah. And it's something that like it's a passion of mine, like a hobby basically, that I wanted to keep going. And that was
Yeah.
something that I made really clear to you when I was like looking for colleges that I wanted to do something related to music. And I joined some symphonic bands originally my freshman year. I didn't do marching band, but then meeting people here and they're all encouraging me to do it. So
Mm.
I joined my sophomore year and I've been liking it so far. Also, yeah, football, it's awesome here. It's something that I never considered, like sports in general. I never considered it in a university setting. I was
Yeah.
more oriented to, okay, I'm just gonna look what's good for academics. But then, yeah, the social life is really important. And if a university has a good sports program, say football, basketball, hockey, or whatever, it's something that like it's gonna change around you, right? Because
Right.
you have a weekend game, and then everybody's talking about that game for the whole week.
It's an unexpected part of your experience, I
Yeah,
guess. Right? It's a big part of the social scene and the school spirit, right? I mean, it's a school,
basically, yeah.
school spirit. And I'm really glad to hear you say how welcoming it is. That's, I think, an important factor for many international students to know that despite the fact that there may be many fewer international students, that
Mm.
they're going to feel welcomed and integrated into the campus. So that's good to hear. So you're going to continue with the marching band next year?
Oh, well, yes,
I'm
it's a
gonna
lot of
look for you
time.
on the television. I need to look for you on the television. You need to hold up a sign for me or something. So
There, there's a lot of us, but yeah, yeah, I'll be
yeah,
there.
I know, I know, I know. What's your instrument?
The clarinet, yeah,
Clarinets. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
and hopefully we get far in the playoffs
Yeah,
too.
well, so far the last couple of years I haven't done so
Mm.
bad, right? So let's hope
Yep.
it continues. So tell me a little bit more about your actual experience as an aerospace engineering student. Is there, I mean, you must have been really hands-on uh, your degree, and is there a particular project that's most memorable to you that you can tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
what you did?
So there's a lot of clubs and there are a lot of different opportunities for students here, either academically or just like social, like in the more like social life and more the hobbies. Like academically, there's plenty to do outside your regular classes. There's a lot of my friends just joined maybe like rocketry club or a satellite club that they actually send a satellite to space.
Wow.
And yeah, so there's definitely a lot of opportunities. I I'm currently like working on doing some research with one of my professors here. So that's like taking most of my time outside classes. We've been working for more than a year now, and
Oh, okay.
so like doing just simulations of shocks in like different materials and different gases, and hopefully if everything goes well, we may be able to present some results in a conference next year. It's something, yeah, it's something that a at least Notre Dame, right, offered a lot of options outside just classes on the academic side, and to learn more and actually get to apply what you're doing.
Right.
And yeah, so I've been for, I guess my personal project is that research, right? That I'm working basically by myself, and so it gets me to learn a lot. It's um rewarding when you get something, but most of the time it's frustrating as always,
Yeah.
right? But that's engineering, and that's
Yeah.
especially if you're doing research.
Trial and error, right?
Yeah, basically a lot of this.
A lot of trial and error. Yeah, well, that's great. So you feel like there are good opportunities for undergraduates to get involved in research and
Yeah.
engineering. Yeah.
So yeah, and that research, that project I've been doing also helped me to land an internship for the summer, which is kind
Okay.
of similar to. So
Okay.
it's
Where are you going
it.
to be?
I'll be in New Mexico. I'll be in Los Alamos.
In Los
So
Alamos.
that's where, yeah, that's where the the atomic bombs were first
Yeah, yeah,
created.
I know.
I will not be doing bombs, but it's the same.
Something related to
It's
aerospace, I hope, or
yes,
rocketry,
it's a
right?
national lab.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing research there, and
Fantastic.
yeah,
That's
pretty
that's
similar to like what I'm doing already here.
that's great. That's a great honor. I mean, that's a great place to be.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Congratulations. Yeah. Fantastic. So let's take a little step back now. You've told us a lot about your academic life and the social life and what was to sort of become a member of the community. As you look back, do you feel now that something has changed in your perspective, the way you see things, the way you see your career or your capabilities? How do you feel at this stage of the game?
Yeah, like looking back, I like how Notre Dame is not maybe like engineering focused. Has a more like overall look of the life in general. So it's not it has a good engineering school, but it's not only the engineering school. So
Hmm.
having friends from like multiple different colleges, business arts, or anything, it gives me like a good like round up like education. And I feel like
Hmm.
also Notre Dame likes that, and like also the Catholic aspect of it, because like Notre Dame is it's a Catholic university, and with my Catholic background, right, from Spain, it
Hmm.
definitely like helped with like maintain those values. And I feel like
Hmm.
even if you're if you're even if you're not Catholic, it's still good university because those values are amazing. There's like this one experience here that I don't think that's very like that happens a lot outside. It's just like you can just leave anything, just forget something, and it'll be bad. Like it's gonna be stay there for hours. People on the dining halls to get a spot, you just put your phone there, and nobody's gonna take
Really?
it. Or
Okay.
or you're in the library, then you go like have a break for lunch or a dinner, and you just leave your laptop open and anything, and it's gonna sit there for hours, and
Wow.
nobody's gonna steal it. So I feel like obviously that's not like America in general, right? But, or
Mhm.
anywhere in the world. But this community that's built inside this college campus, I think it's amazing. And
Yeah.
I believe the Catholic values are part of it too.
Yeah. So you feel like it wasn't just a good fit for you from an educational perspective, but also culturally, there's an affinity with your value system. Yeah, and I think that I remember that was a big part of sort of our search criteria, is finding a good fit for that aspect of as part of what you were looking for and place
Hmm.
priority on. Yeah, so excellent. I mean, I really appreciate you taking the time. Leave us with just one final thought, perhaps. Obviously, I'm working with students who were in your spot 4 years ago, uh,
Yeah,
and or 3 years ago, and learning as much as they can about the options in the United States, and probably thinking ahead about what the experience is going to be like. Leave them with or leave us with a little bit of advice. What would your words of advice be to someone who's considering applying to the United States or studying in the United States?
yeah, I would definitely encourage it. I think there's a lot of opportunities here. My experience is just one, and in the United States, there's plenty of different opportunities and different experiences that you will have. I definitely like encourage that, um, like practicing this, like searching up different universities actively, trying to see what each of them offer, right? If there would be a right fit for you.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, like it's something that I don't regret at all. I think it, like, I'm not gonna say like that the Spanish education is bad. I liked it, right? And but I felt like I could do something more, and this like just pushing myself to like live abroad and just basically start a new life. It's
Mhm.
it's it's really rewarding, and I've had so many like amazing experiences, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody. And yeah,
Mhm.
I'm open. Please like reach out if you have any questions about Notre Dame or it like basically studying in the US. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
amazing. Yeah,
appreciate that. I'm sure someone will take you up on that. Well, you wanted to do something more. You're doing something more. It sounds like you're having a great time there, and I'm happy for you. Congratulations on your internship. Thanks again for doing this interview. Let's keep in touch, and I'll look for you.
definitely. Yeah.
I'll look for you on the football field in the fall.
I will be there. Yeah, no, thank you
Good.
for having me. I think it's a nice study break too.
Yeah, so nice to see you again. Good luck with your exams, and say hello to your folks for me when you see them. Okay.
I will. Yeah. Well, thank you for everything.
Thanks.
And
Thanks a lot, Alvaro. All the best.
yep,
Thanks. Bye.
we'll be in touch. Bye.